Finally, Social Security increases. If you're somebody that collects Social Security, retirement, SSI, SSDI, veterans benefits, any of these fixed income benefits from the Social Security Administration, you're going to want to watch this video all the way through. Take a look at this article. Just came out in the past 48 hours. House Democrats reintroduce a bill to bolster Social Security, and there is a ton of video footage, and wait till you see this speech. This is an incredible, powerful speech on behalf of Social Security. You are not going to want to miss this from Representative John Larson. And take a look. It is the reintroduction of the Social Security 2100 Act, and you can see when they presented it, look on the side over here, some of the things that this bill is going to do. The very first item, across the board benefit increases for everybody. Retirement, SSI, disability, all of them will be increased. Also, ensure no seniors retire in poverty. Repeal the WEP and GPO that penalizes public servants. Improve the COLA to reflect seniors' expenses. Cut taxes for 23 million beneficiaries and extend solvency. So you guys, we're going to be taking a look at this. I'm going to read some of the articles on this coming out as we're hearing that this is finally starting to get a big push and support in Congress. It is the Social Security 2100 Act, and you are not going to want to miss this speech by Larson in the House, as he is saying, it is time for us to help those that have paid into this their entire lives. Seniors and those over the age of 65 have suffered the most through the pandemic, with inflation, with the war in Ukraine, and it is time for us to step up and help them, as this is the number one thing that helps keep seniors and children out of poverty, and that is the Social Security Administration, and it's time to take care of business. Man, wait till you see the video footage, and we've heard that this was going to be the year of Social Security reform 2023, and it looks like there's finally a bill that's starting to get some traction. Now, I'm going to get you all the details. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Before we do me a quick favor, smash the like button if you appreciate the updates, and if you want to stay up to date, it's totally free. Why not hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and if you want to join the members area, you'll be able to get more direct access to me and get exclusive information that you need, and I hope that's a blessing to you. Just hit the join button if interested. But with that being said, you guys, let's dive into the latest, get you caught up on this article and some video footage about finally increases to Social Security. All right, so before we get into the video footage, link in the description below to this article that came out just 2 days ago that says House Democrats reintroduced the bill to bolster Social Security. And it says House Democrats reintroduced a bill on Tuesday of this week, so just 2 days ago, amid all of the debt ceiling crisis, that would shore up Social Security, including an increase in benefits and extensions of the program's solvency. So an increase in benefits, and they're also going to extend the solvency with this bill, amid ongoing fears that the U.S. might default on its debt. Now, Democrats are here not just to protect and preserve Social Security from cuts, but to expand it, Mr. Larson said in a news conference on Tuesday. Our bill will provide across-the-board increases for all recipients of Social Security. So there you have it. Retirement, SSI, disability, veterans benefits, across the board increases to the benefits. Our bill ensures that no seniors can retire into poverty. Now, according to an email from Mr. Larson's press secretary, the reintroduced bill maintains all the same provisions as the previous version and adds an increase to the net investment income tax, or the NIIT, for investment income over $400,000. And you guys, this is also in alignment with what President Joe Biden had requested, and that is the main reason why the Social Security Expansion Act, the one that Bernie Sanders proposed with the $200 increase, that one he did not get on board with, because the taxation did not align with what Biden had requested. This one does. So that means that we possibly could see this one finally start to get some traction and get pushed forward into Congress, as we've heard that we've got bipartisan support to reform Social Security. We've got a solvency issue. We know that it's falling short for the needs of seniors and all those that receive these benefits. This could finally be the bill. And we don't have full details yet and all the things that are involved with this, with the increases and all that, but it looks like if this starts to get traction, this bill will begin to develop. Now, also, in addition to that, take a look at this speech. Very powerful, as he says it is time for us to address this and help those who need this the most, the seniors who have been impacted by all of these things, and it's time to remember them and keep them out of poverty. Take a look. Let me know your thoughts.
I rise today to address the chamber for 5 minutes and talk about what political scientists are calling a polycrisis. A polycrisis is a multiple events that have happened globally that have an enormous impact not only on the world but here. I'm going to focus on just three of them right now. The pandemic that we're currently going through, Mr. Speaker, which has been extraordinary, as well as the supply chain issues that have happened. A global pandemic creating global supply chain issues, which led to ensuing global inflation. And in the midst of that, the Ukraine war, which has become a global war, again impacting supply chain and other issues. Who in the United States of America has this impacted the most? In our country, this pandemic has impacted the elderly. Of the 1.2 million people who have passed away, over 850,000 are over the age of 65. With regard to inflation, the group that is hurt most by inflation are people on fixed incomes. And that would be the close to 70 million Social Security recipients here in this nation. We have a crisis in this country, a pension crisis, and a crisis that Congress has neglected for more than 52 years. 1971 was the last time that Congress did anything to enhance Social Security benefits. A gallon of milk was 72 cents at that time. A lot has changed since 1971, but what hasn't changed is Congress's recalcitrance to address the needs of our seniors. Social Security is the #1 anti-poverty program for seniors and the #1 anti-poverty program for children. And yet, there are 5 million Americans currently who get below poverty level checks from the federal government, having paid all of their lives into a system. And the only reason that's so is because Congress hasn't acted. It's long overdue for Congress to act. We have legislation that we'll be introducing in the Ways and Means Committee that will enhance Social Security, across-the-board increases for everyone, lift people out of poverty, provide every single district with economic recovery. Why? Because on average, there's 145,000 people per congressional district who are on Social Security. And that money is spent right back in that congressional district. People are not buying back stock options with their Social Security checks. They're spending it at the grocery store. They're spending it on rent. They're spending it on prescription drugs. That's what's needed. It's long overdue for Congress to act. It's not simply a question of protecting or saving Social Security. It's doing something to end this crisis in the midst of the worst pandemic, in the midst of inflation, in the midst of a supply chain issue, to make sure that our elderly and our people are being protected. And with that, Mr. Speaker, I yield back my time.
So there you have it, you guys. That was John Larson saying that we need to get this done, and that was literally the day before yesterday when he finally introduced the bill, the 2100 Act. And I didn't share with you that clip. It was just an introduction, and they went through all the things. It was about an hour long, but I really felt like that was a powerful speech as to why they're pushing this through. And he is now taking the leadership role, the push, to to get this done for the 2100 Act for Social Security reform and increases. And you guys, I'll keep you up to date every step of the way. Now, in addition to that, I've let you know that we've got the debt ceiling talks going on, and there's a lot of concerns about potential delays to payments coming up in June and July if they do not have some sort of an agreement in place to increase the debt ceiling. Now, I'm going to keep you up to date on everything, but to get the latest on that, be sure to check out this video next right here. But with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'll keep you up to date on everything as it rolls out, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.